Hi, welcome to my video. I'm Jennifer Roberts. You're catching me on my YouTube channel, True Divine 44. You can also get me on my Facebook page, True Divine 44, and it is the True Divine for both Instagram and Twitter. Any likes, shares, subscribes, comments, greatly appreciated, and much love to everybody who does that thus far. Remember Bitchute, True Divine 44. This is where I give you the daily energy stroke tarot readings to give you the best navigational skills for your day, to recognize the energies within you, around you, and within others. So take what resonates, it is general, and leave what does not. Of course, comment if you feel led to do so. I love the comments to see where you guys are at each day. So this is for the 12th of November 2020. Okay, so we have we have the Six of Swords, but it's in reverse. And we see in this card, it shows the game being played, but it's in reverse. There's things happening today, particularly France, America, and the UK, where there's certain moves being played from the collective stage. I can feel it. I can see it. And so there's certain moves being able to be played that are of a high frequency nature. Certain entrapment that is going on. There's going to be a feeling of victory in the collective somehow, some way, but it is a false. It's a false victory. It's very fleeting, very passing, and it's not a victory for the great good, if that makes sense. So we see that these moves that are being played today, particularly by Boris Johnson, are of a dark nature, selling us out. I could hear him speaking to pharmaceutical CEOs and getting a great deal once again for his friends that are CEOs in certain pharmaceutical companies. Real next step in selling us out for sure. On the American stage, there is this feeling that there's this announcement again of some kind of victory, this feeling of victory in the collective. But again, it is of it's a chessboard. It's to make you feel secure, make you feel safe. It's fleeting. It's not lasting. Now, in your individual lives, there's certain games being played with your mind. And of course, that is coming from the collective stage anyway. We've got to mention that right now. It'll be great to get back to normal tarot readings, where we're concentrating more on the individual life, but we can't right now. That's not the energy that we're in. But there's certain games being played, people trying to play you. It's the Six of Swords with the Six of Wands. There's deceit in the game, making you feel good, maybe love bombing you, and it's a strategic move to get you where they want you. So be aware of that, particularly if you have people from the past cropping up today. That are trying to make a reappearance and trying to do it in what looks like a very benevolent way. Be very aware of that, be very discerning about that, because it's a gameplay that is being played for future strategy. And it will feel like a victory because some of you might have some unresolved emotions connected to a past friend, a past lover, a past partner, and so this can be really difficult to resist. But if you want to be in your higher frequency, resist, you must. So we see the next card is the World card, clarified by the Hermit card. Huge energies. In that this cycle is rolling out. We need to get busy, in particular when these energies are coming back to haunt us, coming back to test, to see how much work we've done with our inner self. The Hermit card, begging us with this energy of today to look within and release those things that are connecting you like cords, like chains, in order to be able to realize a reality that that you would be happy with to help birth a new reality, a new world, because this new cycle is coming nevertheless. Hey, baby. So the inner work is super important right now. To have the bravery to do so is super important right now. To look in your darkest corners, to go into your darkest fertile grounds, to find those productive corners of yourself, that when you release these certain keys that are left within, the empowerment that you get and the magic force that you have behind you to create your reality is enormous. And so it must start from within. The world you want to see on the outside has to be seen on the inside, has to line up with the inside. Otherwise, you're going to see a distorted world. You're going to see a world of imbalance, because it's coming from a place within you of imbalance. And so that's a message for us all, regardless if the rest of this message resonates with you or not. That is a universal message for today. The world card with the Hermit energy. They create that world from within, so without, not the other way around. So again, we see the Five of Swords came up yesterday. It's kept coming up. This gameplay that I was talking about at the start of the reading, this is clarified by the Page of Cups. So again, almost like children to the slaughter, lambs to the slaughter, this innocent, loving, compassionate Page of Cups is easy pickings for this gameplay that is being played today, this chess move that is being played today from the collective stage and in the individual lives. There's promises of the Ten of Pentacles. There's on the bottom of the deck there's promises of the world, quite literally with the world in the middle. And the message is to harness that energy for yourself, right? Realize that you have the power. You are the power to create the reality that you want to live in. Nobody else, nothing else. And that goes for each and every one of us. Again, another universal message, regardless if the rest of this message resonates with you or not today. Yeah, this gameplay that I mentioned at the start of the reading really does act to tighten those cuffs, like I said yesterday, that bit more. And it's really sad. It is a case of, it does feel like lambs to the slaughter, people who aren't aware, aren't alert, aren't awake to what's been going on, to the illusion, are in distress today because something happens that it's in a good way for a few of them, to make them shake themselves awake, to realize that these conspiracy theorists aren't theorists anymore. They're conspiracy noists or scientists, whatever you want to call us. But it's a sad energy, because it feels like the innocence of children, even though it's adults. Now, it might involve children also. I think we might see some kind of announcement today or during the rest of this week for sure from Boris, and in France, maybe in America. They're sort of simultaneously rolling out these same plans within the script of something to do with schools, of something that is not nice to do with the children in the schools. It makes my lip curl, it makes my skin crawl. I don't like that at all. So be aware of that, be alert for that, and don't be afraid in the energies. You are not overreacting if you go and get your child from school today. And that's no joke, especially in the UK. So on the bottom of the other deck, we have the Three of Swords. You can see this card. This card wrenches at you. This card is pain, heartache. This is the raw pain of something, of a betrayal. And so in your individual lives, if you do have those sneaky past energies trying to sneak their way back in, or if you're still investing too much in the political game, there's some heartbreak here today. There's some real disappointment here today. And with that, again, the positive spin on it is that, many more people will become aware. We can put intent out there for that these energies make people aware of what is going on and ready to stand, ready to do the inner work and work from the inside out and stand in their authority. And we put out the energies of that for any of you who are feeling these wounds, these pains resurfacing. There's something there, there's a key that you can turn within that pain that will release you from so much burden that you forgot you were carrying. When we carry something heavy on our shoulders for such a long time, sometimes we think that heaviness is just part of us. We don't realize how much lighter we are without that mental strain, you know, right on top of our shoulders, inside our mind, without that mental anguish, the swords, the thoughts. And so we don't want to manifest from a place of pain. So we take these energies and flip them around and say, okay, so you're showing me this. Is this because of a sense of abandonment? Is this because of a sense of certain betrayal and affair? Is this because of a certain abuse that I went through, even from being a child, and it's resurfacing now in these energies? We can see that a lot of the cards that I've spoken of, the empty promises, the strategic moves, there is a lot of abandonment in this. There is a lot of illusion in this. There is a lot of victory and then down and then up again, victory and then down again, the roller coaster that would cause a lot of these wounds. So take this energy to see that something that is separating like oil on top of the water. It's giving you an opportunity to see exactly where you still need clearing with this Hermit card. And the time is now to do it each day, to be doing that inner work, to be reaching in right back to childhood if necessary. To release yourself from these wounds, to become light. Right now, not just light as in light body, but light as in light of weight, light of mind, not too much mind. The Three of Swords causes too much mind. Ouch, too much mind. So I'm sorry for anybody who's feeling this today, or you might know somebody around you. It means that you can at least advise them and recognize those energies within them and give them compassion. Give them understanding and guide them as best you can. It feels like a lot of baby spirits getting tricked today, I must admit. So it's a bit of a rough day. It's a bit of a tough day, but for the people that know and have the wisdom to do so, we're going to harness these energies to yet again level up, yet again clear out the cobwebs from inside, and get those fertile grounds growing something that is positive, that is full of light, that is full of high frequency, from dealing with the low frequency within us. All in balance. We can't have high frequency without doing the shadow work. We can't have the higher frequency, the higher vibration, without having the lower foundation. So this is all part of it, you know. And it's to see the game even in this. It's to start to see the game even in this and not get too immersed in the pain of it, but to just thank the pain, recognize it, and let it be a compass for you to root it out and dig it out and leave that ground where it was fertile for something that is creative, something that is new, something that is wonderful for you to bring into your new world, into your new cycle. Write down what you want to see, write down how you want to see your world, write it down and then burn it. Meditate by a candle, then burn it, so that you're doing the physical manifestation of the releasing. So you're doing the process of putting it down, putting down your intent, thinking it, maybe speaking it as you're writing it, and then the physical act, the deed, like the Empress, of writing it. And then using your magic, using the element of fire, creativity and passion to bring it in by looking at that flame, concentrating on that flame, and then using the authority that you have over your mind to not have too much mind, to burn the piece of paper that you've put all of your intent on and allow it to blow away in the wind, to release it. Because when we worry about the manifestations that we want, the intent that we put out, we actually block them from coming in. But in recognizing them, doing some action, taking some action, i.e. writing down, taking some action, you know, with the burning of the candle and the burning of the paper, and watching the physical manifestation of that floating away, and the releasing of it helps it actually come into you. But doing that ceremony is important. You can use it for bad intent, you can use it for good intent. You're going to use it for good intent, but ceremony is super important for that very reason. It hooks you into the right energy to give your manifestation powers, your intent powers, that extra oomph in whatever you're doing. So that is the reading for the 12th of November 2020. Much love, stay balanced and stay whole. If you'd like a personal reading with me, spiritual guidance session or energy work session, hit me up at truedivinemedia@gmail.com or on Facebook, private messenger, True Divine 44. Love you all, and I'll see you all real soon. Mwah.